Come check out some fresh painted Necromunda Eschers.
Spiking bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer, and today we are taking a look at some awesomely painted miniatures. Elrics Painting got us done with a bunch of commission miniatures, and they actually threw in 20 of these bad boys for free just for us talking about them. So we've got 40 House Escher models all painted up in the various colors of Chaos, which I think is awesome because you can use these as Chaos Cultists probably when I'm not playing Necromunda. I love that Warhammer tabletop twofer right there. Hopefully Chaos Cultists don't get nerfed too bad in the upcoming big FAQ, but you know, fingers crossed on that one, I suppose. But when it comes to painting, these guys are great to work with, like legit. I was just like, hey, I want some dark and dirty Chaos Cultists, but use the Escher model so I can, you know, play Necromunda or whatever. And they're like, all right, cool. And then they came back and they're like, hey, would it be cool if we painted some of them up to kind of represent the 4 different powers of Chaos? So I was like, yeah, but keep them dark. I don't want them all like straight out of the 80s like some of the Necromunda stuff is. And they're like, we got you. And I was like, all right, cool. And a couple weeks later, I got some pictures and I was like, these are great. I love it. And I definitely wanted to share them with you. They haven't even hit the tabletop yet, so I'm showing them to you guys first. So here they are right here. Many boxes of these, actually 4 boxes of these went into creating this commission here. And as you can tell, as ordered, we've got some dark and dirty chaosy, but not overly chaos. Like these wouldn't be out of place in the underhigh, which I think is great. All hand painted, that great, very striking layered effect. These only cost $8 or $9 each, assembled and painted. Like you really can't get a better value for your dollar when it comes to, you know, this type of paint job. I really love what they did here. And then there's a couple more like the little chem blaster things right here. But I mean, all of these models just look great. I'm really happy with them. Now, the box of 10, when you pick up one box of Eschers, it's going to come with 2 of the chem throwers, which are right here. And I really like how they, like I said, they just like themed them differently. Like there's a Nurgle one, there's a Tzeentch one. Like how cool is that? Like they just really, they did a good job on that. And even the bases, I mean, everything just kind of flows together. Nothing's overpowered. Like I didn't want this like crazy green overpowering everything. But when you put it down in here, you see you got your corn, you got your, well actually you got all of them right there. Like they don't overpower, they just all kind of work together. I love it. I love it. They did such a good job. So you get 2 of those Nightshade chem throwers, you get 2 plasma pistols, which are the really cool kind of Archaeotech almost looking ones from Horus Heresy, I guess you could say. 2 shotguns, and I love their shotguns. They're just straight up shotgun, exactly what you would expect if you saw it on any model in any game system out there, right? 2 auto guns, which again, they're not quite, you know, you're not going to see them in 40k, but these are a really good weapon in the Underhive, of course. 2 whips. I haven't played a whole lot of Necromunda, definitely not with them, so I don't know exactly what these do. And of course, the combi bolter with the needler. But the needler, you're definitely not going to want to use while you can use the bolter, because the bolter just rips stuff to shreds in Necromunda there. And of course, all sorts of knives, swords, like if you just want to equip, you know, some close combat looking ladies right here, you can definitely do that as well. Now, before we break down the rules on exactly how these Necromunda ladies play in the game, let's talk about Elrics Painting service here. Now, they do have their Facebook page, which you can see right here. We're not going to dally on Facebook because I get a lot of messages and such, so there might be some crazy pop-ups coming through here in a few seconds. Hopefully not, but you never know. Elrics Painting, at Elrics Painting with a K. Of course, you can see it right there. And it looks like they just put up some updates a few days ago on Sister's Army that they were working on. So you can see they've got really great quality, no matter, you know, the level or the size of the figures right there. All sorts of galleries and stuff that you can look at here and message them. They're very responsive to messages. Got 5-star product review right there on the quality of their work. So that is probably the fastest and easiest way to get in touch with them if you are looking to book a commission, kind of like we did here. And like I said, super impressed with the results. Okay, so let's break down the rules for the Eschers as best as possible so you know if they are indeed good in Necromunda. So rules wise, for this new kind of reincarnation of Necromunda here, you're going to, we already went through the weapon breakdown. You get 10 models in the box. You're allowed to have a leader, 2 champions, generally who have the access to the big guns, and any number of Jews and gangers, as long as there's a ganger for every other model. So in a box of 10, you can have 1 leader, 2 champs, 2 Jews, and 5 are gangers. You get 2 of those flamers in the box that we talked about, and also 2 of the bolters with the little needler as well. They are the most expensive weapons, so generally Eschers are going to buy las guns for like 5 credits, I think it is. So you can write a list with 10 of these that fits in both of your nightshades in a standard leader, champ, Jews, 5 gangers spread, and that's actually pretty powerful in the game. Like that's a solid investment. I don't think you can do that with the Goliaths, but that's really something that kind of puts these ahead of the pack so far. Now I haven't broken down any of the newer expansions quite yet, but this seems pretty good so far. Remember that Flamer is the highest, most expensive thing on the roster, so taking 2 of them kind of caps you out and gets a little elitish. These ladies are brutal in close range firepower, so the pistols are always a great choice, of course. You do get 2 of the plasma in the box, so it'd be great to put them on the champions if you don't have another place for the flamers. You also get 2 of the combi bolters, which again are awesome if you run out of ammo. You got the needler for it, which you'll probably never use as long as you can fire the actual bolter itself. So far, that's pretty much the only way they can get that gun. Now, Gang Wars 3 is on the horizon, so we don't exactly know what will be in that, but we'll see. The bolter is the king or queen of the Underhive, however you want to go with that, but depending who equips it, I suppose. And, you know, even the most rock hard Goliath out there will get punched down with getting hit by the bolter. So it seems like, you know, maybe you want to take a mix, but you can definitely fit those 2 flamers in there. For sure. It's just super ridiculous. Overall, if you use both of your plasma pistols, you're going to want to put them on the leader of the champs. Obviously, any of this stuff really, because there's superior ballistic skill. But, you know, other than that, you might have to go outside of the box to get extra bits. Now, we just kind of went ham and got 40 of these models with like a mix of everything, so I can kind of pick and choose between it, and then, like I said, use them as Chaos Cultists as well. For my 40k army, so I'm pretty pleased with all that. Another quick preview I wanted to show you before we get out of here is some of the other miniatures they sent along to kind of show you all. Like here's a Primaris Blood Angel, again with that very striking layered kind of look to it. I really like this. This is extremely time consuming. I don't have time to paint like this anymore, but for one-off figures I love doing it because it's just so much fun to get in there and really use all of the paint ranges that are out nowadays. And then here's a Space Wolf as well in the same style with a little bit of, I think that's decals. Yeah, those are decals. I was like freehand, but no, those are decals. Almost got me with some Elrics Hobbies bases right there as well. And speaking of bases, they also do all of the paint jobs for the Elrics Hobbies bases. So if you see these out there on their website, well, they probably painted them for Elrics Hobbies as well. So great bunch of guys, very talented in many different areas, from figures to larger stuff to even bases. You definitely owe it to yourself to check them out because very well affordable and very good on the listing and giving you exactly what you want when it comes to that. I was super pleased with these guys and I really can't wait to work with them again. So make sure you work out those hobby muscles, subscribe to this channel if you like these type of features, and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all these videos.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. TheLongWar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.